Tiger Stadium, one of the most intimidating environments in all of sports. This Death Valley crowd has been getting ready and hyped for this one. Great anticipation for a matchup that's only grown as the season has progressed. Now, a top 5 showdown. Both teams trying to make a strong statement here in the midseason. We'll see a team that's had a chance to rest from a bye week, the Texas Longhorns. Taking on the winners of 6 straight, the LSU Tigers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And here's the return from inside the 5. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's when they'll start the drive. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Handoff here from the shotgun. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
And that run is good for first down yardage. A new set of downs for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Short pass finds the tight end. They bring him down, but the gain moves the ball into enemy territory at the 43.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's second down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Receiver makes the grab. The ball is loose. The defense recovers the fumble. Not the news the coach was hoping to hear. He took a chance calling a timeout to get the replay. We'll see if that proves to be crucial. Hey, guys up front lined up. It's first down. Here's a quick throw off the play fake. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Looking right, this one caught. Big gain, moves the ball into enemy territory. They'll spot it down near the 31.
Well, how about that? Another LSU wide receiver makes a big-time catch for the Tigers offense. Oh, just a couple names to throw out. How about OBJ? How about Justin Jefferson and Jamar Chase, who right now arguably two of the top receivers in the NFL, all from LSU. And watching this young man right here, he's hoping he's next in line.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And now the running back's got it again. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down. So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Quarterback escapes the pocket. He's going to take off. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain on that run.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the first down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
They'll pass on the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on 4th down. Complete with the running back, but can he get there? They make the tackle, but he easily gets first-down yardage, and the drive keeps going.
Well, that's modern college football for you right there. 4th and short, in field goal range, you got to kick it, right? Nope. I mean, not many would have faulted them for kicking it and getting the 3 points, but now they've set up a goal to go and are pushing for 6.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
2nd and goal for the offense. Trying for the touchdown on the right side. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
It's a nice play by this defense, and now you're thinking about 3rd down and goal from around the 5-yard line. You got a real shot to come up with a stop here. Whether they run it or throw it, you get a stop here, maybe you hold them to 3 points.
Can the defense hold up here on 3rd and goal? Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. On 3rd and goal. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense.
Chris, 3rd down here, they throw the football, which I have no problem with down inside this 10-yard line. But the big thing is the quarterback has got to do a better job working through his progressions to give himself a chance. The last thing he wants to do is take a sack, and now they're facing 4th down.
The kicker's got to be protected in a defenseless position like that. That penalty is going to give the offense a 1st down. The offense threatening, close to the goal line with a new set of downs. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loses 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 8. Trying to get to the end zone. They'll run it left. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
The kick is good, and the kicker got clobbered. Flags all over the field. Now they get set to kick it away.
Set to kick off.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner is brought down. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Running through the tackle. They get him to the ground about the 18-yard line.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And they hand it off to the back. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Can he make it to the marker? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
And they've got the returner corralled. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. They get him down, but that's a solid game.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Big runs like this are just demoralizing for a defense. It's one thing to give up big plays over your head against the pass game. When teams can run the ball and pick up yards like this, it really affects the team's mental psyche and their confidence. And we'll start to see some missed tackles following a play like this.
The end of the first quarter with the score LSU 7, Texas 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the gun, he looks for an open man. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on the quarterback there. That was a strong safety sneaking in. I don't think the quarterback saw him, and eventually he comes home with a sack.
Now it's third and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Looking to throw it on third and very long. And it's incomplete in the very back of the end zone.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. The distance will be from 38 yards out. No problem, knocks it right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Return starts from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Quick throw, the catch is made. A big hit by the linebacker, able to knock him down.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on first down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a second and manageable here for this offense.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fit, holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Caught quickly. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Important third down play coming up. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Caught over the middle by the tight end. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Brings up second down.
A gain makes it second and medium. Short connection to the tight end here. But a huge collision. Below delivered there by the linebacker.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
Solid gain on the running play. Third down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
Bit too far away to trust a field goal attempt. The offense on the field on fourth down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well do you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure, and now it brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Ball's incomplete, broken up by the defender nicely that time.
Well, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
The field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And it's field, the returner trying to create good field position here. And the returner will be brought down. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They've got the lead, but had to settle for a field goal last time out. They'd love to find the end zone here. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Incompletion sets up a second down. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Makes a quick grab.
Just a quick job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
3rd down play for this offense. Back in motion now. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. Settled for 3 last time. No doubt they're looking for the end zone in this possession. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line. Longhorns will hustle to the line here to run the hurry-up. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Longhorns looking to keep this drive rolling. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. 1st down and 10. Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock.
Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. It's a short return, but a takeaway for this defense.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, and that is a big-time play.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Forced to punt last time, trying to add points, build the lead right here. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. The ball is picked off. He's got some room and some blockers here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. The back's got it. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. The Longhorns are in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Longhorns will line up now. It's 1st and goal. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. First and goal. Great chance now to draw even before halftime. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up.
My bad, bro. Just give me just a second. Something going on. Give me just a second, bro. My bad, bro. My dog was about to start shitting on the ground. I had to get her out.
And now
There you
the
go, man. You
defense
can have a
will
full play
call a
clock.
timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. So 2 chances to score a touchdown in the red zone already. They came up short. Now it's 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Boy, how exciting has this first half been? We get a touchdown here. They're an extra point away from tying this game up. A lot of great action here.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good. And with that extra point, we're all tied up now in the second quarter. So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the returner brought down by that coverage team.
That return backfires on him. Now their offense is stuck with the ball inside their own 10.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Out past the 30. Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job of confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some adjustments with their attack because right now it's not working.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. First down, looking to throw the ball. And that's incomplete. Just 8 seconds remaining now. So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Going to try to use his legs here. The senior calls his own number. Picks up the first down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. After making his first attempt, this one is from 38 yards out. Kick is good. Gives the offense 3 points to show for that drive. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to start the second half. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. Coverage team brings down the returner. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And a chance right away here in the second half to stretch the lead and build momentum. Let's see what this defense can do about it. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
We got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. They'll run it to the right side. Oh, what a move. Goes right through the tackle. He's got room to run now. And he'll pick up the first down, stopped at the 27.
Well, these are the type of runs that begin to wear down your defense psychologically. Already have the lead, come out with a nice big gain, and this defense is thinking, oh no, here we go again. Really nice statement here to get this second half started.
He hands it off from the gun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Moves to his left now, escaping the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That'll pick up a first down out of the 37.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
This LSU offense is moving quickly down the field. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, LSU. Might have to try the extra point. PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker and penalty markers are down. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team able to bring him down.
Oh, man. In situations like that, just take a fair catch or a touchback. Now you've hurt your offense by giving them poor field position.
And this crowd coming to life here, trying to help the defense get a stop with the offense pinned back. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. They tackle him about the 14.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
Snags the quick throw. Finding some room at the 25. They'll stop him at the 34. That will be a first down.
You know, this is what makes this receiver so dangerous. If you play him in man, he can run by you for a big play. You decide to sit back in zone, and he's got the savvy and instincts to be able to find that soft spot in the zone, make a catch, and be dangerous after the catch as well.
And looking to throw now on first down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards.
And the ball to the ground. Defense jumps on the ball. It's a turnover.
How about this defense flying in there trying to get their hat on the ball? They do, and they're able to pounce on it for a big turnover.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. And he's hit just before the throw. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Here's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the +35.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back.
Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense recovers the fumble.
Well, the offense catches a break here, lucky to jump on the ball after coughing it up. He's lucky that his other teammates had some good awareness.
Second down now after the sack. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And that pass ball is incomplete. Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he throws his third interception of the day. Big takeaway, now looking for a big return. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up in run support.
They moved the ball into good position, but now it's third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's a quick grab. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now fourth down.
Coming up, fourth down.
Quarterback drops back. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
That's a pretty good job here by the defense, really, on this fourth down. They took away all his intended receivers. He just checks that down as a last-ditch effort. Give credit to the back for picking up that first down.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. This offense really clicking.
This is such a well-designed play here, Chris. The offensive line opens things up initially, but you can see the speed of the back and the effort by the receivers not to be selfish. These guys are blocking downfield, and that's why he got that ball to the end zone.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down. The Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Talking about quickness, that play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Not much on that play, brought down short. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot. Catch made down inside the 25. Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown, Texas. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And he knocks through the PAT.
That makes the score LSU 27, Texas 17.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. They really had the defense off balance in the last possession, mixing the run and pass extremely well. And now the handoff. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
Play action fake, looking to throw. Took contact on the throw. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Couldn't quite get in. Tackle down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run. Longhorns will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
It is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. He's moving out of the pocket now. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, LSU 27, Texas 17.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
Long enough and good.
Now, I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Send the back in motion. They'll run the option. Using a strong stiff arm. He's stopping out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
That's going to be a 1st down. And really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it?
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
The punt team making their way on the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. The returner is brought down. It's a start of the next drive. Texas offense comes back out on the field. They kicked a field goal in the last drive. They're looking for the end zone this time. Not able to connect. Incomplete.
It leads to 2nd down.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes a quick catch.
The pass on 2nd down was completed via the screen. Pickup of 5. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down for the offense. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. Extending the play now. And the runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. Quick throw to his receiver. Another interception. That's number 4 today. Are you kidding me? Gonna take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown, Tigers. And a pick 6. A monster play by this defense here, Kirby.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. takes the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. Breaking free at the 35.
Well, that's another good run for him, but what else is new? That ought to put him right at 150 yards for the game. He has really made his presence felt today.
The game moves the ball past the 40, sets up another 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The shotgun running play call. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain. Longhorns hustle to the line to run the hurry up. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
This is the 6th play on the drive. The shotgun handoff here. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Tailback with another carry. Picks up about 3 yards there, but it's going to be 4th down.
Well, that stop is going to bring up 4th down, and looking at the clock, I think it's a no-brainer. In a 2-possession game, you've got to go for this, and you've got to hope to convert to stay in the game.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Defense is coming after him. He's running out of time here. Will he score here? Touchdown, Longhorns. This offense is still clicking. That's a crucial score for it. Makes it a 1-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense.
Intercepted in the end zone.
The 2-point attempt is no good. That keeps the score. LSU 34.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Number 13 set to kick off.
That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. They were forced to punt it last time. Now they're looking to respond and add to this lead. They start the drive with a quick throw to the left side. But the play loses yardage. Very tough 2nd down coming up now.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a 1st down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
They went backwards on 1st down, so 2nd and long from the 24. And they'll just try to run some clock here, keeping it on the ground. And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the 1st down yardage.
Well, this is a huge 3rd down coming up here, and here's where that chess match comes to head. And for the defense, they desperately need to make a play if they believe they have any chance of coming back to win this game.
The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Bringing pressure. He escapes the sack. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 10 now. Touchdown, LSU. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
Well, that's one way to make an impact play out of really nothing. What an incredible sprint by this quarterback. He had his track shoes on that play.
An extra point makes the lead 15 here in the final quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. And he stopped at the 20, trying to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looks to the left for a quick throw, and he pulls in the catch. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. And the quarterback dropping back. Trying to create outside the pocket now. The pass ball is incomplete to try to extend the play, but nobody open. So second down after the incompletion. Offense looking to throw the ball. Lets it go. He's got it for a big gain. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense has a long way to be able to get back and potentially win this game, but they're doing the right things, managing the clock, picking up good yards, and getting out of bounds.
Receiver makes the catch, refusing to be brought down before gaining first down yardage. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Back to throw again. And he finds the running back in the flat. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. The clock is still running. They've got to get set quickly. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Well, that interception really about cost them the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in it, down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. Here comes a handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. We're gaining some breathing room now. Tackled at the 26.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
So a very makeable third down for this offense from the 26-yard line. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Great move in the open field. They get him down, and that's how this game will end. Pocket 0-0. Well, it wasn't a flaw.